Join on YouTube. I see. Mana tahu lupa YouTube mencari tu. No, never. I never forget about my wonderful VTube people. I would never do such a thing, you know? Okay, let me potong sikit sini. Just popped in for a quick hello. The insane, slightly murderous pomegranate says goodbye. Alright, see you, pomegranate. Hello, Rena. Thank you for the 7 gift. Hello, Alin. So Sky and you have a home? Sky and me have a home? Why do Sky and me? Why Sky and me? I have my own home, man. Why do I have to share with Sky? Is there something I'm not getting? Okay, before saya anak tirikan TikTok, let me open. Hello, Mizzo. How you doing? Thanks for lurking. And hello, Kai. How you doing? Sebenarnya, actually, I've just cooked dinner and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna talk to you guys, while I eat. Occasionally. Occasionally is the key. Hello, Nibby. Thank you for the rose nuts. How you doing today? But yeah. And no, I don't know. I just felt like I wanted to do some just talking, right? I'm sure a lot of people have a lot to talk to, especially after yesterday. If you guys don't know, yesterday, NGMY released their final episode of Satunyawa. So if you haven't watched that, I really, plead you to go watch it, if possible. They're trying to get every Satunyawa season 4 episode to 50k. So yeah, hopefully you guys watch, give them like, because without them, there won't be all the fun memories that you guys have watched together, Hello, Shaznis. Kucing gemuk. That's why I was like, wait, kenapa dekat stream tulis ada Shaznis tapi kat chat tak ada. Kucing gemuk rupanya. Hello, Akira. How are you doing today? Bye-bye, I'm sleepy. Alright, good night. Thank you for dropping by and supporting me, Alan. Really appreciate it. Hello, MM. I simpan the last episode for my cuti mid-sem nanti. Understandable. I heard there was a flooding in Malaysia. Are you okay? Most of the time. I'm sorry. My neck, man. My throat, I mean. Most of the time, if there's like a flooding or anything, I should be fine, hopefully that continues, because I live in quite a place that is far away from like water to flood, technically. It's pretty rare for me to see flooding, but there is a lot of flooding happening on the outskirts. In Malaysia, we call it like the suburban like states, I think, like outskirts of the main city, right? So states such as like Kedah, Kelantan, Perak. In KL, there's also in the capital is called Kuala Lumpur, right? There is also places where flood strikes a lot every year, especially near the end of the year. Near the end of the year, you will see a lot of flooding happen, and usually happens around Klang or so, unfortunately. I think even last year, or the couple last years, right? The few last years, a lot of people already kind of raise an issue or awareness for like the floods. It's due to an incompetent or dismal, draining system. Because allegedly, this is what I heard, right? Allegedly, a lot of the city projects tend to value making expensive malls or housings, and then they skimp over like things that are important that will mess with the livelihood of like the people, like draining systems, making sure the roads are not congested, having safety precautions and all this things that you should consider when building a city, But apparently they haven't played a lot of city builder, or city simulation games, so. Sejak bila dah ada horn ni? Sejak semalam. Yeah. Hello, Gabby. the mystery finally resolved. Cuma creeper pet siapa will remain. I mean, okay, I won't spoil you who it is, but the only thing I'll spoil is we know who it is, and the person will release an episode to conclude everything. So go and see the final episodes from all the other finalists. So maybe you'll get your answer, you know. Hello Daniel, hidup hamoy. Hidup hamoy. Dari mana? Efek creeper pet ke keluar tanduk? Tak, saya cuma Halloween kan, saya bertanduk lah Halloween. So season 5 is real? I don't know. I mean, it has to be, right? Because as you've seen at the last scene, it says there might be a continuation. So most likely, season 5 will happen. Season 5 will happen. But after a long break, maybe not next year, maybe not next year. Who knows? Because again, I'm not part of NGMY. I don't know what goes on in the decision. I'm just a guy, you know. I'm just a guy that went for 1 week and then blown up, right? So I have no idea what happens, right? But logically speaking, this is just from the rational standpoint, right? They won't do it within a year because, how to say, they're gonna do other projects most probably, or they're tired, either of those two. Because this kind of events take a lot of time, effort, and stress, right? 2, they probably won't do it next year because next year, a big game is coming out. Do you know what game it is? It's called GTA 6. You know? So that's a very big, it's a very big ass to fight with a GTA 6, you know? Excuse me. What series are we talking about? Oh, sorry. Akira. Since you're not from like the event that I joined in crowd, right? So 3 or 4 months ago, I joined the Minecraft event, a Minecraft hardcore survival event that is quite popular in my local country. It's called Malaysia, right? So, the series has been a fan favorite, or like very well received by the Malaysians, right? Because it offers a variety of things, such as like, you know, tense moments, funny moments, and recently a lot of role playing, you could say. And a big thing that happened, especially not a big thing that happened. Technically, it's a small thing, you know. But a big thing for me is because I joined for like what? The event was supposed to be for 3 months or 4 months, but I only lasted a week actually. I only lasted a week, and I died for unknown reasons. It was hard to be proven, and this is just me talking off records, right? But I've personally went and tried a lot of things to kind of understand or replicate what happened to me, be it like there was a villain or something like that. I even talked to like the staff, and they were also lost. But eventually but I think they also came to the same conclusion. Like I came to several conclusions. One is that they use magic. 2 is that they, I don't know, like booby trapped it. 3 is the creeper pet. And I didn't want to say anything because they might take it. You know how social media works, right? When you say something, people will take it and run and take anything to make it content, right? So as much as I knew confidently that how I died was, you know, the way it is, but if I said anything, then it would kind of like it might cause a mob to form or something like that. Like I don't think it will form, but seeing how volatile the viewers from the events are, because again, this goes back to how Malaysians as a viewer sometimes show their love or show their dedication. They become fanatics sometimes, which blinds their morality, blinds their rationality, right? So it becomes a problem when they start attacking other people that are not their favorites. I wouldn't say it's just Malaysians. it happens to any type of fandom. Like you mentioned, Kai mentioned, Dream SMP. Imagine if, like, say, something happened to one of the cast. People that don't like the cast will start, piling on them. As easy as that, Yep. So in the event, just to give more context to Akira, because Akira isn't from Malaysia, right? So they probably don't know what the hell we're talking about. The event is called Satu Nyawa, or is translated to Malay from being one life, right? So as the name states, it's when you die, right? But it is kind of lenient. The first 2 episodes, you can die unlimited time. And after the second episode, you can't die anymore, right? So there's a lot of ways people die in the series. Like for me, I died an unknown death, but if you know, you know. Someone died to a Gorgon they got released. Someone died to another creeper. Someone died to a swing of their own mother. that was interesting. Someone died to a lot of mobs here and there. The most weirdest death besides mine was probably Nelisa's death, one of the participants, because she was inside her house and somehow an Enderman managed to go into the house and get her somehow. I'm not sure how. Come back, please. We need Ren and Rhinus once over. I don't know, man. I don't like. Again, we don't know. Like I don't know what's gonna happen in the future. Maybe 72 people will come back. Maybe not. Who knows? But what is important is that you guys continue giving them your support. The people that participated, the people that made the event, and just remember that you guys have the power to continue allowing those people or us to make like content, right? Because without you guys watching, the people wouldn't be able to make anything, You are the foundation, essentially, right? Hello, Alha. How are you doing today? I still don't know how you die in Satyanyawa. I mean, it's been if you haven't watched the final episode yet, go and watch the final episode. It got released yesterday. I'm a fan from Satyanyawa season 1, and every time the series become more dramatic, and I actually like it. Yeah. Oh, Zarin, on the 3rd episode, you cannot die. Yeah, after the 3rd episode, you're essentially done, Zooks, when you die. Yeah. But there are possibilities to be revived, which is things you call the totem events, right? I'm not sure how familiar you are. I wouldn't be able to keep up. Yeah, there's a lot of things. But I'm not sure how familiar you are with Minecraft, Akira, but there's an item called the Totem of Undying, right? So that thing, essentially the function in-game is when you hold it, you can be revived. But in the event, they would make kind of like mini events that would pit the participants against each other or against something to essentially be able to get a Totem of Undying and revive someone, right? Kalau ada season 5 masuk ke? Sure. I mean, why not? I mean, even before this pun masuk 1 minggu je. Rasa macam tak masuk. You got blown up by someone, right? I guess so. Yeah. Season 5 might be more chaos with the old characters. I guess so. But I don't know. I don't know how season 5 will be, right? All I know is if it happens, it happens, right? In the meantime, I'll just do what I want to do, Like I'm always trying to figure out what to do. I am, as you can see, always lost in trying to do something. Someone else can revive people who already died by using a totem if they win at any event. That is true. Yeah. I don't know if you came from TikTok to here. Welcome. Wait, who was Bobenino Crocodilo? Who the hell? Who's that? Huh? What the fuck? Hello, Pip. is gonna lurk since me kind of sick. Get well soon, the Pip. Oh, speaking of which, whenever I see you, and it reminds me, I need to do Genshin dailies later. Yeah. I hope you get invited to season 5. Yeah, I hope so too. You haven't shined yet. I don't know about shine. Like, like I want to talk about like the experience also, since I didn't really say anything about the event, publicly at least, right? Because I didn't want to, how to say, be called or like be kind of like, how to say, what's the right word? I didn't want to be labeled as like a person that milks the series. So that's why whenever I want to do anything particular with the series, I would make sure that it is undeniably like connected to it, right? Let me drink water. Give me a second. You guys hydrate too, by the way. Oh, I'm dying. Hello, Amir. Hello, Bernice. How you doing? Hello, Melon. Hello, Kiki. So, I'll just start with this, right? Just imagine this is like a session mencurah hati. Curhat, Indonesian people call it. What would be a heart-to-heart talk, right, Akira? So, the whole experience from getting invited to participating to preparing to eventually just dying and just looking from the sideline, right? It's kind of, I wouldn't say cathartic, right? I went through a lot of phases, right? Like, this is just me being very honest with you guys. Memang secara dari hati lah kan. Dan perlukan healing. Oh, non-chill. But this is just like a very without a script kind of talk, right? I never really talk with a script. I'm not good with talking with scripts, actually. But honestly, when I first learned about Satinyawa, it was a very interesting concept, right? Because I knew that Minecraft in Malaysia was very big. You know, I see a lot of Let's Players. You see a few big content creators made it because they started playing Minecraft and all that, right? And it's just a evergreen game. It's an evergreen niche, people will call it, right? So the more I got to know about NGNY, because the weird thing is, I didn't know about Satinyawa first. I knew about the people in Satinyawa first, you know? A backstory. I'm not sure how I met my first a friend that introduced me to all the other friends, but as I remember, the first person that I actually talked to was Malul. You know, Malul Papa. So from there, I got to know other people. Kamingole, Fluffy, Panamera, Aki Sakura, and all the other people, right? This is back in before the 2020s, right? 2017, 2018, 2019, I think. At that time, I was actively playing VR chat. And I got to know them as people, as creators. And at first, I was not gonna lie, the reason why I came back to making content, because I was very close to quitting back in 2020. The reason is because I was, I think my community knows this, but, you know, probably got bored of this story, but I wasn't really the best at maintaining my mental health back in 2017 to 2020, right? Because I was going through diploma, I was going through, a rough family loss, you know, and also essentially everything that can go wrong, you know. I had an accident, lost my mom, lost my girlfriend, lost my grandmother in a span of like a year or two. Like in a year, actually. All of that happened in 2019. So in a year, I lost essentially 80% to 90% of like the things that were what you call it, inspiring me to do stuff, you know, the thing that keeps me going. My voice is dying. Oh no, so that go. So then I don't know, but I still like the idea of streaming, because I started learning about streaming or content creation, because at first I wanted to be a YouTuber, and clearly I failed at doing that because my channel only has fuck knows how many, like, you know, YouTube videos, right? But I started uploading videos here and there since 2012, right? And yeah, like I always wanted to make funny content, share with people. I suppose now that I look at it again from like an hour's perspective. I like being, how to say, reaffirmed that actually matter, I suppose. Today is special day, tapi mengantuk. And go to sleep na to. Also welcome, by the way. So yeah, in the end, I just kept wanting to do it, but I just couldn't do it for a few years, right? Then that's when I fell into the VR chat hole, where I made a lot of friends here and there, blah 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 blah. And one day, as I mentioned again, Malul, right? She got a VR and she invited me to play with her because I also had VR at that time. So kind of like showing her the ropes. So that's where I travel around with her, and then that's also where I met Bing. I met other people. I don't particularly remember where I met Fluffy, but I don't know why I want to associate Fluffy with League of Legends. Because I feel like I played League of Legends with him a few days. But I also remember I played like with other people like Stalker, in Valo, because Valo got released 2020, right? So, and yeah, just slowly I intermingled with a lot of like YouTubers from Malaysia, and I got to know how they are as people behind the scenes, right? Because on contrast, you know, this balik tabi again, a lot of people, they are different when they are doing content and when they're not doing content. But then again, a lot of them are also the same. You know, they kacip kat depan stream, belakang stream pun they kacip juga kan. So, really depends. But still, you should treat the people like humans, right? Sometimes they might be playing roles on stream or on content, but don't expect them to be like that all the time. Try to like respect them as just creators with characters, right? Got to know you from Satanyawa? Yeah, thank you. That's why I'm also very grateful for, Satanyawa, Panamera, Fluffy, Aki, everyone that worked hard there. Even like Naim and everyone. Because they all work as a unit, right? And they work very hard. Like, I can tell you again, me being able to see them go into VC, like this is before the event started. They were inside that VC for days and days, recording, editing, and this is just for like the trailer. This doesn't even include like them building the world, the hours and hours of like optimizing the mod pack. You know, like there's a lot of prep work. So that's why, like, whatever it is, I really, genuinely from the bottom of my heart, I hope they do find a lot of success. Because they are one of the, as you know, like OGs of like Malaysian VTubers, right? So I just really hope they go viral and get discovered by mainstream media, you know. LCT. Where I got tangent. I got sidetracked. Where was I? Oh yeah. So yeah, that's how I got to know people from NJY staff like Fluffy and everything. I assume one of them recommended me to join, two reasons probably. One is because the VTubers were well received. Me referring to like Lily and Luna. And so I think Fluffy particularly. I think if you are Satinyawa people, you would know this, but it all started with Naim actually. Naim showing his interest in anime culture and VTubers, if I'm not mistaken. And then Naim introduced it to Fluffy, and then now you see Fluffy is a VTuber himself. aka Ulala, whatever. And hello, Alia. I didn't just got here. What do you mean? But yeah. Other than that, I got chosen because I'm a VTuber, and another one is there has been a few times like Fluffy would mention like jokingly oh nanti ada event ke apa ke invite kami, that kind of thing. I didn't really left off for me. It's fine. I'm just saying that to jog my memory. And then I wonder if you collab with Ulala, it must be chaotic. I don't know. I don't really do. The thing is, right? I'm not really a reactive type of person, I would say. I'm more like a calm person. Unless in a specific kind of day where the kachit meter is very high, right? I'm a very random person. Sometimes I think I'm multi-egoed. Some days I'm very low energy, other days I'm just normal, and there are other days where I have too much energy, right? So, yeah, see, Cappy can agree. I think my mod team can agree. How's the fish? But yeah, so then I got invited. At first I was like, oh, that's very cool, It's very cool that I got invited to such a epic event, because I always wanted to go into this type of events. Because if you didn't know, last year I didn't really do much in terms of the diversity of my content, because I was very deep inside the GTA RP rabbit hole. That's when last year was the first day. If it was the first year that I essentially went into role playing content. I joined in the biggest GTRP Malaysia server. And essentially, that's where I learned everything. The slang, the culture, and everything. At first, I was very at awe, right? Because I love how everyone can just do what they want within reason, right? I love how I can utilize my randomness, my improv, my, weird creativity to do things. And at first, I did what normal people that learn how to do GTRP stuff. I would go into jobs and do things. I would RP with the police. I would do robberies in there in game, at least. And in the end, I decided that I want the full experience. So I joined a gang inside the GTRP server, and that's where I learned how the actual server is, or the actual culture is in Malaysian RP, and it kind of soured my experience quite a lot. You could say when I first got introduced to it, I was at an 8, right? My fulfilledness, my satisfaction of playing it. But the more I logged in and I participated in quote unquote gangster RP, it just went down and down to the point where it's not fun anymore. It's just like a job. It's like a real job. And it's not only just like the gangster RP, it's the system, everything by itself. Ren, tak tengok fan ke? Dah tengok dah semalam. But yeah. In terms of reasons why I quit, particularly that server, right? Is the server is quite predatory, I would say. When you have gacha, when you have battle pass, you have drama, and you have a toxic community online and in-game and outer game, it becomes hard to tolerate. Again, this is just my opinion from just a small tiny creator. I'm no one big, nor am I anyone important. But I still value my time. I still value my experience. And in the end, why would I want to play a game where everything you do, even if it's right, you still get how to say, dragged into drama. And in the end, how usually drama ends, or who quote unquote wins, right? Because nobody wins in dramas, right? But quote unquote, how drama people win is through the influence they have. How much people are shouting what they say is better, you know? Like, if I say the moon is round, the moon is a sphere, but then 10,000, the whole world says that like the moon is square, it's a cube, I would still lose because the whole world believes that the moon is cube, right? Like, it doesn't matter. Instead of ngantuk, begitu, haruru. Hello, Haris. How you doing today? But yeah. So I just got tired. I got tired and I quit. And I wandered around GTA. I had a very big dream. I had a very ambitious dream. I wanted to make my own GTA RP server. That's not open to public. There's no battle pass. There's no gacha. There's no nothing. It's just a world, a server, and it's there for you to play RP. It's there for you to, how to say, experience the full experience from being a police to being a robber, a gangster, a doctor, a journalist, anything you want. Quote unquote, I'm saying is, I'm referencing to Hololive RP, Nichisanji RP, Mad Town, you know? Or even like, I think the recent one is, Indonesia has like Noir RP that I think Lily is inside, and Aruri. So those are the kind of things that I wanted to create, quote unquote, right? But then that's where we hit a big wall, because it's very expensive. It's expensive. 1, 2, you need a lot of connections, because you need to know the developer, you need to know the people that are good at coding, you need to know people that are good at, generally just people that are good with tech stuff. And then you need funders, you know, there's a lot of things you need. So with me, even I can't even support myself, right? The thing could just be a dream for now, at least, right? More RP content then. And then I try to like tangent it, right? I tangent it to maybe making Minecraft like content, which I still feel like it's more feasible. Like, I want to do more Minecraft content. So yeah, like there's a lot of things that I feel like I want to do in terms of like RP and stuff like that. Could do that RP series when you guys RP again. Oh yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like now even I'm struggling to even edit the Kiss Mary Kill episode, but I really want the US RP series to be edited. I really want it to be edited. So I'm not sure how. I really want, maybe I'll just drink like 10 bottles of caffeine and just like power through it. Either I die of a heart attack or I'll finish a damn series. Yesterday I was dreaming about Ren that he will be popular one day. Yeah, thank you, man. Maybe one day. You know? But yeah, back from a tangent again. So that's my, let's say, role-playing portfolio, you could say, right? And yeah, I went inside the Satinyawa event thinking I need to do my best, right? Because not only is it a fun experience, it is also a big opportunity to be able to utilize a lot of the skills that I've built. Editing, or, you know, voice acting, improv, role-playing. And also I studied a lot of like Minecraft, right? Because I haven't played Minecraft. I played Minecraft since, I don't even know when I started playing Minecraft. I played Minecraft since it was using a Mojang launcher. That I can say. So I played it since before even 2012, maybe 2015. I don't know, when did Minecraft came out? I don't know, but it was a Mojang launcher, right? And then you had to like transfer your Mojang account to a Microsoft account, blah 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 blah, and all that bullshit, right? So I was really washed, and I needed to learn how to use the mod pack and everything. So I spent like a month or two, not a month, a week or two, learning about how to utilize the system, how to make it beneficial for people, coming out strats on how not to die, coming out strats on how not to make my friends die, and all that things, right? So a lot of research, and then as the days goes closer, that's also when I decided to move my room. Backstory, another tangent, because at that time I was in my small room that I've been living in, you could say, because I live in my house that I grew up in, but my dad, since he's the only parent left, he went back to his hometown. My two brothers are not here anymore, so it's just me. And nowadays, my cousin lives with me, so he's just like taking another room. So there's like 4 rooms. So I could move to the master bedroom, which is now where I am. But I was lazy, so I just remained in my small room. But the room was at the back of my house, and that's also where the neighborhood next door is. And because my room isn't really soundproof and the windows are kampong and shit, like old fashioned, there were a lot of noisy dogs, right? So I felt like it would diminish the quality of my content. It would diminish the quality of my recordings, because I shit you not, the amount of times I record something, right? I record anything, and then I hear a bark in it, I die inside every single time. Every time I hear a bark in the recording, I just want to jump. And it was to the point where I don't know what happened to the dog, but every 2 hours the dog would bark. I'm like, có mấy măng sẽ thôi. Wait, let me do it. Hang me mong fa. So I don't know, man. So I decided before the event started, before Satu Nyawa started, I moved to the master bedroom, which is in front of my house, second floor, right? And even that by itself, it was a lot of work. I had to move the bed, I have to move the table. And as you may or may not know, the infamous smiling table, I am still using it today. Hey, it's still going strong, right? Thank you for sharing a live stream, by the way, Cos. I'm still using the smiling table. For context, untuk orang yang tak tahu, what I mean by smiling table, saya punya meja melengkung, dia macam senyum. If you imagine kan, the table that is straight kan, dia lengkung, so dia jadi macam senyuman. So ada exam esok. Alright, good luck on your exam, Adriana. Harap semua soalan senang dan Adriana dapat menjawab dengan padu. Tidur awal. Kasih suka. Your table is becoming happier day by day. That is true. Moon brother. You had to record stuff for uni and you keep getting chicken noises. Chicken noises, eh? Damn. Telephone tip ada bah. Tip the mulut anjing tu. But yeah. So, yeah. I think it took like, 2-3 days for me to move, because this table is annoyingly hard to assemble. Like, me and my cousin was struggling, because it is not a conventional table. It is like, if you can imagine 3 slabs of wood, and we have to nail it together like it's fucking Lego, right? So yeah. So we had problems like, the nail didn't go in enough, or we didn't hammer in hard enough, blah 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 blah, all the thing. So yeah, I'm surprised it's still steady, But anyway, so after moving my table, I guess all that was left, I think it was like a half a week until the event started. And that's where, I just hanged around. I was just hovering around the NGMY people in the VCs, because I don't know. I have this problem where I always feel like I'm a bother, right? Like it's not about them. They are very welcoming and all that, but personally for me, I always feel like um, a nuisance. You know, whatever I did was a bother to people, and that's the reason why I'm always like just in my own server because yeah, it feels like home sometimes, right? All the time. Sometimes it doesn't feel like home, but those times is just like stupid times. Pukul 3 nak memakat lagi mental. Kenapa tu? But yeah. So yeah, then when the event started, it was like a wonderful event. The starting, as you may know, was a heck of a time. Like many of you would have known, right? If you watched the series, day one for Satinyawa was very loud. When Mio screaming, Shino screaming, Fluffy screaming. I feel like if Chanel went on the first day, then four of them will be screaming, and then if Sky was energetic, Sky will be screaming, and everyone will be screaming. So yeah, but it was a wonderful day, I would say. And then that's where I got to know a few people here and there. I think I was with Camille, I think on the first episode I met Joe. I was with Joe, Camille, and one more person. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Opa Fancy was there. I don't quite remember. But it was the first interesting. Like it was full house kind of, right. Draira was also there. The people that usually wasn't on the next few days, they were kind of there. Excuse me. And that's where I got to learn the other cast members. Because again, I am not really well acquainted with other people. I don't usually meet the local content creators, right? And more so like people that aren't VTubers per se. So that's where I got to know more about people that are not within my circle, right? I got to know the trio mood, Hami, Yukiller, Aim, and they're very interesting people. I would say they're very interesting people. And I also got to meet for the first time Luna, Lily, and also got to meet other people that I never really interacted with in GM1 before, like Babat. Like the people that I knew before were kind of like Panamera, Fluffy, Aki, Abiromo. Who else? Naim. I don't really talk to Naim much. I don't know. There are a few. I haven't talked much to Kamarul too, actually. Putra Kamarul. Now that I think about it. Trying to recall. Because there are a lot of people, right? There's like, 34 people? Yeah. I haven't interacted with Chanel at all. Because, I died too early. The other cast, like the Tantrum family. Weirdly enough, I got well acquainted with Mika and also by extension Dylan. Even the weird thing is that even like this afternoon I was playing Valorant with Dylan. And hello Hazel, how you doing today? But yeah, I wish I've gotten more time to get to know them, to do more stuff to them, to have more memories, you could say. But yeah, also I wish I had more interactions with Elisa too, because I think a lot of like the 1 week that I had was just me spending my time doing my magic thing, renovating my place, doing stuff with the Dragon Rangers. But at least I got to visit, Alinari one time and gave her chicken. I don't know anything else. I guess I also got to talk to the Saku inside the town hall. So I don't know. I would say like I didn't get to talk to like 50% of the cast, right? And as time approaches my death, right? Like the first 2 days was essentially just me farming as much as I can. But I also lost the second episode because I uploaded fighting a boss on the first episode, so there's that, right? So that's why my death was kind of accelerated in a sense. You forgetting about anything in the prelude? Thank you for the gift, by the way, Hazen. Don't think anything, yeah. But in terms of like whatever interactions that I've gotten, of course, the most interaction I gotten was with Dragon Ranger skin. Hello, Ifat. And then that's where I got to meet and got to know more about Camille. Because Camille is a very busy person. So it's very interesting to know the way he is and everything. And the usual thing of Sky, Nebuya. And it was a wonderful time, I would say. It's a wonderful time building something with them, striving towards something, right? And I guess, like, yeah, that's most of the interaction I had. Because there's not much to talk about within a week. Probably, like, the most interaction I had was, like, 2 or 3 days. That's all. The other 4 days is just me building shit. And then, yeah, the death happened. Truthfully told, when the death happened, I didn't really know what to think about it. Because I was like, damn. I didn't even know how I died, man. But the thing that, like, was quite interesting to me is that I guess, like, it kind of even confused the staff for a while, right? And truthfully told, behind the scenes, I did discuss, like, with the staff, like, what do you think happened? And both of us, like, all of us, is kind of confused, to be honest. And so we then, not we, like, I think they also did their own thing. Maybe they went into the logs or whatever. I never really asked them much. I didn't want to bother them. So I went to, an offline world based on, like, the mod pack. I experimented as much as I can. And yeah, the same 3 conclusions. Creeper pet. Someone used, like, a magic. But the thing is that I knew deep down that the magic wasn't really a solution. Because the only way you can one-hit someone with magic, or Ars Novu, is when you unlock a level 3 spellbook. And you need a totem to do that. Which fun fact at least, right? I found a totem of undying, and then I traded it with, the Saku inside the game, and was supposed to build towards a level 3 spellbook, right? But I died before I got to use it, unfortunately, right? So, yeah. So magic is out the window, and then I started testing TNT pressure plates. Because I think U-Killer was it, or Mukri, one of those two. They talked about the possibility of using pressure plates, or like bombs that you could use with a device, right? Hello, Akif. Lapar nasi kanda, damn. Bagi makan dengan orang lah. Go eat nasi kanda with the gang. What was I doing again? Oh yeah. So then I tried, like, the pressure plate bombs, but unless, like, they filled the whole damn area with, like, TNT blocks, it's not really realistic. It's not realistic to die towards it. And plus, like, there was no destroyed blocks. If they used TNT blocks, there would be empty blocks, right? And plus, like, everyone would get hit for a lot of damage. And so I looked into Creeper Pet, and that's how it is, yeah. Ren, are you ready to watch the Neo final? I already watched it, Shinomi. I watched it when it was premiering. So yeah. And so yeah. Like Nijama, I already confirmed that it was a Creeper Pet thingy, right? But the only thing that made me, like, kind of clinged on, maybe it was magic, is because if you rewind back to the scene, you would see that when I got hit by something, there was a purple particle. And for a while, they kind of like threw me into a wrench, right? They threw a wrench into my pile. But then if I combined it with the creeper pet theory, right? It makes sense. The way it makes sense for the purple particle to be there is because I was wearing enhanced magic armor. Even without blast armor, I would still, even with blast armor, I would still die to the creeper pet in that range. If you logically look at it, at least. But the reason why there was a purple particle was because my armor has self-healing mechanisms, right? So there's a percentage where it procs. And I think my one was at level 2 self-healing. So say I get hit 4 times. I get hit 7 times. 7 on the 7 or like on the 3rd hit, I would get healed. Right? So it's very funny now that I think about it. Like, Fate is very funny. Funny sometimes, very funny. I got hit by one big wham of a creeper pet explosion, and that's the time that it decided to proc. Funny. I don't know why I kind of mad somewhat because I really want Sky to win, but it's okay. It's okay, man. Like, again, it's a game. Menang kalah ada permainan. Jangan salahkan siapa-siapa, It's okay to be frustrated. Just don't go and be toxic at them, okay? Fair game. Kita tengah sembang pasal apa? Tengah cakap pasal my experience going through certain nyawa and everything like that lah. Wait, aku punya spaghetti cair tu, aku lupa nak makan. Kejap biar aku habiskan. Faith is cruel sometimes. That is true. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything, right? I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. Kan sesi curhat kan. Thanks for sharing live stream, by the way, and thanks for following. It was quite painful, like both in motivation and also just my mental sometimes too, right? It feels like if I could describe how the event felt, right, okay? When I died unexpectedly. It's like you got handed a lottery ticket and to win a very big prize or a big opportunity. And then suddenly it got ripped apart right in front of your face. Like someone took it and just ripped it apart. That's how I would conclude it as. And it feels like an unfair world. But again and again, the reason why I got through it without crashing out or anything is because I'm used to it. Like, it sounds cliche, but I'm really just used to bullshit like this happening to my life. I shit you not. You can ask my community. Ask them how many bullshit things happen to me once a year. Not once a year. Probably a lot a year, May you success in life. I hope so. May every one of you too, find success in life. Moga dimurahkan rezeki. Bukannya banyak rezeki untuk korang and everything, Best doa warga mas. Hello Ilya. Evening. Good evening to you too. Good morning, afternoon and evening. Ren warga emas ke? No, they just like calling me warga emas because I have white hair. It is what it is, But yeah, like after just like experiments, like this is just like the 1 week. At first I was like, it is what it is. I just cling to the saying, it is what it is, benda dijadikan. Like, I can't really say much. And then I saw the flood of people, being frustrated about the event, of me dying randomly. The people that were sad, the people that were crushed. And more and more when I see that kind of thing, it kind of made me feel bad in a way. Because it feels like I crushed their dreams, right? Like their dream of me even like going to finals or anything. I don't know, like it feels like I let them down or became a disappointment. And truthfully, like I was also quite disappointed in myself, right? Like it felt like I prepared a lot and died a toad's death. You could say. Not because of white hair, you sometimes behave like a papa, but what the hell? But yeah. Then as more and more people started like coming into my stream, they keep asking like, how did you die? Why did you die? And at first I was like, I don't know, man. Like I was still in my it is what it is mode. So I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know. But as more time passes and I see the event was more and more fun, it was there was more memories, fun times, fun events. The more I got, truthfully, I got a bit bitter deep inside because I was like, damn, I could have had a lot of fun, right? And truthfully, it kind of made me, sad is of course, again, one thing is sad. The other thing would be, it made me feel negative in my head, which I didn't really want to feel. Because once you get into a negativity loop, it's kind of hard for you to go out of it, right? So for a while, I just, didn't look into anything sa Tinyawa. I didn't talk about it much. I didn't look into it. I still followed like the progression. I still wanted my friends and also the other people to succeed, and I was curious on what they're doing. But in particular, like for my stuff, I didn't really want to do much about Satyawa. Because again, it feels like I was only a 1 week Andy, and I didn't really contribute much, in my opinion at least, right? And the more bitter I got, it got to the point where like when someone comes into my stream and they say, "Why did you die?" or "How did you die?" I would legit get tilted sometimes. I'll be like, "I don't know, man. What you want me to say, man?" Macam salah aku pula. But I don't know. And as time goes on and on, I came to terms with it, right? Like the things that were harboring the bitterness, I thankfully at least managed to just let it go. Maybe it's still there somewhere deep inside. I'm just being delulu, but at least like it doesn't dictate to what I feel most of the time, right? And I just need to remind myself that maybe it's just faith testing you, right? Sometimes maybe it's just not time for you to succeed or some shit like that. I don't know. When is it time? I don't know, man. But the only thing I can do is just keep trying, Let me be Chunibu. Let me be a delusion Nephilim that keeps on trying and thinks he's like a, main character from an anime and that keeps on trying even when things doesn't work out and life fucks you over like several times. Maybe I can still make it someday. Maybe it'll all be worth it. I just hope I don't have a bad ending. That's all, Hello, Luca Kasanagi. Hello, V. How you doing today, V? But oh yeah, one thing I really want to remind you guys. No matter if you found out or if you haven't found out about who used the creeper pad or all that, just remember that it was an accident. And honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I don't want anyone to go attack other people, because as much as things had happened, it's not their fault, and in the end, it also is my choice to forgive them or whatever, and I choose to forgive them. So that's all right. What's going on? We're just talking about like a past event. Every month my name changes. Yeah, next month it'll be Luca Mamayagi. And then the next month, Luba Baba Yaga. But how are you doing, V? Bonnie? But yeah, I think the reason, going back to like the process, right? The reason why I felt progressively bitter throughout like the months is just, it feels like you got yanked out of like a fun situation, right? And you're forced to just be a person that can only watch, like you don't exist, right? And I don't know. It feels bad, man. That meme feels bad, man. And like bayangkan kan, korang dengan kawan-kawan korang kan. Tiba-tiba satu hari kan tak ada kata, Fah! So kau tak boleh join ada orang kan. And then kau kena duduk dekat corner tengok kawan kau have fun. That's how it feels, right? It doesn't feel nice. But I do admit that in some sense it also made me grow as a person, you know? Like it teach me that sometimes, you know, there's no reason sometimes where you get fucked over repeatedly. You know, like sometimes you think like, oh, kali pertama kau kena benda-benda macam ni. Maybe it'll get better soon, and then you get fucked again. You know, you get screwed over again. Maybe it'll get better next, and then you get screwed over again, and yeah, you're screwed over again. It doesn't matter, man. At this point, like, I feel like whatever happens, I just need to plan on how I react to it. So just, you know, feel the emotions, process it, and then do my best of what I can do. And na ikang mano. Hello, Frost, by the way. But yeah, I don't know. Other than that, yeah, I think that's all. Particularly, whatever I want to say about like experience was that. But still, I'm very thankful that the Dragon Rangers at least tried to like include me and stuff here and there, and also I got to get to know and also interact with like other people inside like the Afterlife Raf, you know, Nelisa, Afik, Ping. Got one episode with Fancy, Yani, you know. So that was a very fun series. I really like that series because I don't know. There's something about it. Like you just go on, and then you need to how to say, Layan, Karina Ping, and then you know Afik's randomness, Yani going here and there, Nelisa. Sometimes the thing about the series, sometimes I'm worried about Nelisa and Bawe. You know, thank you to Bawe too for joining, by the way, because they usually just put up inside the kitchen, right? So I'm always at the back of my mind like, are they having fun? Like, you know, should we help them? Is there any way to help them or anything? But I don't know. Like, I really hope that they did have fun, right? But hopefully in the future, I have more plans that I can invite them again. Because truthfully told, like, they are a very interesting bunch, right? So that's why I'm saying, like, even though I didn't really do much in the event, I still, you know, got to know a lot of people. Got to know wonderful people here and there. Nonetheless, hopefully in the future, I hope that all of them gain success. I hope all of them gain more opportunities to join stuff, and I hope that they have a better year. You know. Thank you for the gift, Kylo. All right, I guess that's all in terms of my curhat session, but whatever. How about you, Luca? What are you up to? What are you guys up to today? Time for me to interrogate you guys while I slurp on my dinner. Playing Genshin? Imagine playing Genshin in Epic 25. Punny on you, punny on them. I wish I eaten my spaghetti earlier. Now it's just there was like a lot of cream. Now everything got like absorbed. New night, yes. Wait, today's Sunday, right? All right. Ooh. It's quite spicy. But not like insanely spicy, I would say. Because usually I will put chili flakes on my spaghetti. I accidentally dropped like a whole ball of like chili flakes. And then now it's just like, ooh. Is my session, unfortunately. Makan apa? Makan spaghetti wow. Wow spaghetti. Yang anda boleh dapatkan di dalam TikTok. In before I start saying, tekan beg kuning di belakang. You need more podcasts while I do my assignment? Speaking of podcasts, I forgot to ask, how's the audio today? You touched grass today with some friends by going to the T1. Oh yeah, the T1 cafe opened today, right? How was it? Have an online tea session with my friends. Wow. Any tea you can share? Dah mana beg kuningnya. If only, man. If only. Korang patut beli though. I'm not sponsored, by the way. But you should go and try. Pergi dekat TikTok, search wow spaghetti. One packet is like RM1. And if you will feel kenyang with two packets. If you like particularly small like appetite, one packet pun dah cukup. Imagine RM1 boleh penuhkan perut kau. RM2 boleh penuh kau. Ni spaghetti 90 sen tu. Ya betul. Saya beli satu kotak and I'm relying on it. This is what I've been eating for the month. You have tea, you pooped. Nice. Hopefully your process as well. Wild spaghetti. Yeah. It's called wild spaghetti. We got the hot pot and the waffle. It was something. Ooh. Just you being betrayed. Why am I reading here when I can just look at that? Sorry, I keep thinking, I'm forgetting. You're being betrayed by your friend. She said that she couldn't come out. Come outing with me, but a person revealed on the very same day she actually there too. What a weird behavior. Selalu lalu ke FYPI, but I macam tak nak beli satu paket je. Beli 5 paket. No, actually buy 6. Try the 3 flavors. Dia ada 3 perisa tau. So beli satu perisa 2 paket lah, which will be 6. Okay je. But yeah, about your story, Najwa. Did you find out like what the reason she did that or they did that? Sedap spaghetti, sedap. Tak tahulah, mungkin standard korang tinggi ke apa kan. But for me, it tastes like, it legit tastes like spaghetti, even though it's instant. But truthfully, if I want to rank them, carbonara will be first. I feel like the bolognese would be second, and the aglio olio will be third. Bolognese or cream? Carbonara. Hi gang, one question. What's up? King Dog Just husband. The hell? The person revealed my friend is going out with her other bestie. Weird. I don't know. Sometimes people aren't honest because they don't want to hurt your feelings, but then they still hurt your feelings anyway. I am I am one of those people that I think several times throughout my life I unintentionally hurt other people because I didn't want to hurt them. So I tried to like do it another way, which then hurt them more. So take it from me. But who knows, right? I don't know the situation. Try to have an honest conversation, Someone had that brand before. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm not lying. If it wasn't good, I wouldn't be eating it the whole month. What do you think about cat boys? I think they're fine. I don't know. Personally, I feel like some of them lean more towards being a femboy, honestly. But that's because cats lean more to feminism and not feminism, femininity, right? And dogs are more masculine in terms of like the way we look at the animals. But I do feel like they still have there's still people that are cat boys that are feminine and also masculine. It really depends on the vibe, you know. Oh, my ears. Carbonara bolognese and ugly on yum yum yum. Thank you for the rose, Kyla. Peak answer. What about you? What do you think of cat boys? She chatted with me like nothing happened though, too lazy to confront. I mean, okay. Again, I don't know your situation, Ajwa, but this is me offering random advice, right? Not advice, like just a thing to think about. Food for thought. There's two ways, right? You could either not confront like what you want to do because it's not worth it. It's not worth the energy to have the confrontation, right? But also, you have to bear in mind that you also need to be self-aware and not grow bitter about this issue if you're going to continue being friends with them. Because things like this will eventually build up. And without them knowing, you are harboring a lot of like buried axes or buried like negativity or negative feelings about them. And then they keep doing this thing and you keep letting it slide. And eventually they do like the same thing, not really major offensive things. And then you explode in them because the negative things in your head accumulates, right? And excuse me. And I don't know, like I wouldn't say it's not entirely their fault, but it kind of seems like a weird thing from their perspective, you know, like aku jatuhkan pencil, kenapa kau marah aku sampai ni, and that kind of thing. But they don't know, they're not aware of your perspective, because you're thinking like, oh, dia jatuhkan pencil aku last week, dia balaukan aku, the last week dia apa pinjam barang aku tak kasih balik, and the last week dia apa sakitkan aku, lepas tu dia ketawa, and you know, all these small things build up. So I hope that you're at least, if you don't want to confront them, at least you're aware of this thing and, you know, let it go, truly let it go, right? You think cat boys are cute? Maybe I'm soon to be closeted one, I don't know. Closeted one? What do you mean? What? You just realized you're in the ASMR category? Yeah, I was like debating, do I go to just chatting or ASMR? But since I put the crickets, might as well put in ASMR. Why not, right? Might as well. But yeah, this is just my unsolicited advice, that's all. As I say to most of my friends, online and offline, always take advice with a grain of salt. Add and subtract the salt depending on the person you listen from. Yes. Thank you for your answer. Have a great year. Yeah. Thanks for visiting us. Have a nice day. Have a nice morning, noon, evening, man. So much gusto. Gusto? What is gusto? Communication is key in any relationship? I guess so. I mean, you know, like I saw it, a reel or short just now, or TikTok, right? It was about, I think it was a skit, but I like to watch those skits because of the moral value or the value they're trying to teach you, right? It was an ex boyfriend and ex-girlfriend is sitting in a cafe, right? They haven't been talking for a year or so after they broke up, right? Oh no, actually, this is not a skit. It's from a K-drama. I don't know what drama it was, right? So they met up at a bar, right? I'm setting the scene. They met up at the bar. Then they started talking, normal things like how you've been doing, breaking the ice essentially. And then the boyfriend started asking questions like, "Oh, did you watch the World Cup?" Then the girl said no. And then the guy was like, "Wait, I thought you loved football. I thought you loved watching the World Cup." And then the girl slowly opened up about it because they're not in a relationship anymore, right? So the girl had nothing to lie about or protect or, all these things, right? Human communication is complicated if you make it complicated. And I'm also at fault of this. I tend to make my communication complicated because I overthink a lot. I'm also a piece of shit, right? And let's see. So, going back to the story, the girl started explaining. No, I don't like the World Cup. I don't like watching the World Cup. You do. I watched it because you like to watch it. And then the boyfriend was like, "Oh, okay then. That's weird, but sure. What about the Legos? What about Lego building? Are you still doing that? Because you used to love doing it." And then the girlfriend's like, I don't understand people that like building Legos. Like, it's just for kids. I like doing it because you like doing it, right? And then she started going on and on. Like, I actually don't like Star Wars, she said. And then the guy was like, "What? I thought you loved Star Wars." And then the girl's like, "No, you love Star Wars. So I loved it too. Whatever you like, I like doing it because I love seeing you being happy. And I want to do the things that makes you happy." Right? But throughout the years of doing that, she mentioned that she grew bitter. Right? Because she had to, the way that she was doing it is like, it's okay for her not to do her fun things as long as you are having fun. And then in the end, she ended it with like, "Go watch this movie." I didn't remember what movie it was, but like, just to name a random thing, like go watch, I don't know, Demon Slayer the movie. That's what I like, right? And then the guy was like, "What? What is that movie?" Right? And then the girl's like, "Just go watch it. If you want to know what I like, go watch that. But I know that you won't like it, right? Because we have different tastes. We like different things." And then the guy was like confused, like, "Why didn't you tell me all this time?" And then the girl started saying like, "Because again, I wanted to see you happy. I wanted us to work. I loved you a lot to the point where I would do anything. I would sacrifice my happiness. I would sacrifice my hobbies. And I would love your hobbies. But after a long while, it got tiring. And I got bitter. And that's how, when we were, we were watching the last World Cup, that's why we broke up, because I had enough, right?" So that's what the girl said. So what I learned from that scene, right, or like what the scene was trying to tell you, was that as much as you want your friends or significant other or family member to be happy, sacrificing what you need to have fun in life, to essentially appreciate life, just so that the other person can have it better with you inside of it, is not something noble when you think about it. Stay strong tu, Ren. Kenapa? Kenapa kau kata stay strong tu? Aku tak mati tu. Terkejut aku. Tak ada siapa mati tu. But essentially like, terkejut aku tiba-tiba tu, stay strong tu. Macam, Dia tengah cerita. Ya, saya tengah cerita apa yang saya nampak, bukan saya yang kena tau. Tak jadi nak pilih. Aduh, Kylo. Anyway, what was I saying? But yeah, essentially, You know what? Might as well talk in English. And might as well talk in Malay. Jom. Ada orang, is there anyone that can't speak Malay? Is Akira still here? Sorry doh. Tak apa. Terkejut saya. Tapi secara essence dia lah kan. Nak simpulkan. Kesimpulan dia. Tu perkataan secara. Kesimpulan dia, dalam mana-mana relationship pun tak kira lah, dengan pasangan cinta ke, keluarga ke, kawan ke, kadang-kadang bila kita nak diorang bahagia, nak diorang rasa disayangi kan, dan korang nak masuk diorang punya life, nak faham semua benda yang dia suka, nak nak essentially sacrifice lah, nak gadaikan semua impian, hobi korang, supaya korang boleh sanjungkan hobi dia, make sure that they happy and all that kan. Untuk korang kadang-kadang rasa macam, apa yang aku buat ni satu benda yang bagus kan, satu benda yang quote on quote memang loyal, memang loving macam tu kan. Tapi lama kelamaan dalam hati kau akan rasa sakit hati lama-lama. Kau akan rasa terpendam ni kan, benda terpendam dalam hati kau tu adalah negativity kan. So lama kelamaan kan, apa yang kau buat tu, walaupun atas dasar sayang dia apa kan, dia lama-lama dia akan jadi dengki, dia akan jadi benci. So janganlah makan hati, that's the word, yeah. Janganlah buat benda-benda macam ni dengan ideanya yang kau seorang yang penyayang, seorang yang seorang yang bersedia nak gadaikan segalanya untuk dia. Sebab bila kau gadaikan kau punya kehidupan, kau punya masa, kau punya tenaga kan? And as much as you think it's worth it kan, walaupun banyak mana pun kau rasa benda tu memang terbaik untuk dia, terbaik untuk kau, whatever kan, jangan sesekali gadaikan semua benda yang membuat kau happy dalam dunia ni. And then don't tell me yang, dia lah segalanya untuk aku, dia lah yang buat aku happy. I don't know about you guys kan, but for me, maybe it's just me lah, mungkin aku lah. Even from like a small age, dari umur aku kecil kan, aku tak pernah letak satu benda sebagai satu benda tu my happiness kan. Tak pernah aku letak satu benda. Aku selalu ada benda lain. Macam music, boleh dapat kegembiraan dari music, daripada permainan game, daripada streaming, daripada cakap dengan orang. Sama benda macam cinta juga kan. Mungkin sebab aku perasaan aku pasal cinta, macam cinta keluarga ke apa semua, agak rumit. Sebab dari pembesaran saya lah kan, personally, tak adalah bagus mana kan. Kadang-kadang bertegur sapa dengan abang-abang semua pun macam rasa macam lagi lagi erat kalau kawan online kan, daripada keluarga sendiri. But in the end of the day, I found out, walaupun kita ada pasangan cinta lah kan, it's not good. Dia tak bagus kalau kita 100% curahkan semua benda kepada dia. Kita ada hidup kita, dia ada hidup dia kan. And I know personally kan, saya tahu ada banyak orang yang bila dia dalam relationship, semua benda dia nak buat dengan dia. Dia nak buat dengan pasangan dia. Nak pergi tengok movie sama-sama, nak makan sama-sama, semua benda nak buat sama-sama. Dia tak salah. Tapi kena kadang-kadang macam ada, mungkin ada momen-momen yang antara satu korang rasa macam kena paksa nak buat. Sebab kalau kau tak buat, nanti kau tahu orang tu ni kan, dia merajuk nanti. So in the end, dia macam rasa instead of like a relationship kan, satu hubungan yang erat, dia menjadi satu kongkongan ataupun satu kunci kan, yang prevent korang daripada enjoy life, buat benda yang korang suka. You know, personally for me, I have my life, man. I do my thing. I stream, and I spend time with my girlfriend whenever I can. My girlfriend has her own life. She has work. Dia balik, dia main game. Main game, kadang-kadang dia lepak dengan kawan dia. You know? Like, it's not... When you are together, at least for me, and this is my opinion, when you're together with someone, don't make the world revolve around her or like him. You guys revolve around the world, and it's still the same. It's just that you are building the blocks of your life together. Let's see. Been there, done before, never again. Tak apalah, Lin. I'm low-key reminded of my last relationship. Relate curhat malam ni. Sorry. Unexpected. Hello, Karipa. Sorry, tak jawab lama sebab tengah cakap tadi. Done that with a friend, being betrayed, it hurts 200 times more because you feel like all the love you throw into that friendship, all it went to vain. Just a short time. That's true. That's the thing though. Kita boleh kawal apa yang kita buat. Tapi kita tak boleh kawal apa yang orang lain akan buat, apa yang diorang akan beri, kan? So, nak ada expectation tinggi kepada orang lain tu, kita kena tahulah. Kita kena berpada-pada lah. Sebab, kalau kita shock sendiri kan, letak expectation tinggi-tinggi pun, diorang tak buat, kita yang rasa sedih kan. Tapi tak salahkan diorang, tak boleh. Sebab diorang ada hidup diorang sendiri. So, I don't know. Let's have zero expectation. But as many say, the key is just communication, really. Communicate as much as you can. Sorry, saya tengah buka benda. I don't know. Okay, let me ask you guys then. While let me eat a bit in the 50% abyss. In terms of like relationship, what's the best advice that you can give everyone here? What did you learn across your years? And then we can like dissect each things that you guys say one by one. And then I don't know. I guess like I'll give anything that it comes to my mind. So ada makanan lebih from, oh my god, almost pour my water all over my speaker. Single is born, no advice. Jangan macam tu. Okay, macam ni. Saya tukar soalan. Kesian orang-orang single dia. Sorry. Sorry, indirect tembak. Okay, kita tukar soalan kesian korang Apakah expectation korang kepada satu relationship yang bahagia? Like, what do you guys expect from a happy relationship? I just want to see, what do you guys think? For the people that don't speak Malay, so I'm asking to you guys, right? In terms of like love life, your love life experience, not really, like just your expectation, right? What do you think is the ideal relationship? Elmo's World. Kenapa kena nyanyi Elmo tu? Elmo, do you have any advice? I'm not even opening my mouth and it opens. See, I'm not opening my mouth, but it opens. Interesting. Okay. Hello, White Fox, by the way. Be careful with scheming man and woman or first love. Can you explain more about that advice, White Fox? What do you mean scheming man and woman? Like they have an ulterior motive? Udang is balik batu. Like they want your money or something? Some people are just not ready to have a relationship. That's true. More money, more happy, but not really actually. Faham satu sama lain maybe. Maham? Hello Kak Ain, damn deep talk. Ambil engkau. Tadi tanya orang apa soalan orang single tak jawab ni, ambil engkau. Akak dah kahwin, ambil engkau. Ya Kak Ain. Apa khabar Kak Ain? Let's see. All right, let's dissect one by one the topic. Yeah. So Alia said some people are just not ready to have a relationship. That is kind of true, but for me personally, right, it's hard to know when you're ready or not ready. And the key figure, at least for me, is that it's not that you need to be ready to do something. Is that the other person is willing to, learn together with you or teach you. Because there are a lot of people in the world that, dorang, how to say? Sorry, I defaulted back to English. Dia ada banyak orang yang, wait, White Fox, can you speak Malay? White Fox, I forgot. There's a lot of people that they are not empathetic enough to understand that not everyone understands the same thing that they do. And orang lain cara belajar dia lain, and how fast they learn is also different. Hey, VTuber Malay. Hello, welcome to stream. What do you mean ubu? Can you understand Malay or not? Memang topik je hari ni. Yeah, I guess so. To be honest, already married for 5 years, they don't think I'm ready for another day. Yeah, exactly. Like, nak kata bila kita dah ready baru boleh masuk relationship ke, nak kahwin ke. We're never ready. Ada banyak cabaran yang kita kena kena lalui dalam hidup kan. Seorang diri pun dah banyak cabaran. Ini yang kau nak angkat juga, nak share juga cabaran-cabaran kan. Partner kau. So dari segi kau ready tak ready tu, memang kau takkan ready. Sebab kita tak tahu apa akan jadi. Malang pun tak bau kan. So to me at least, it's not that bila ada orang yang tak ready, dia ni kan, dia akan jadi problem tau. It's true, I understand yang kalau kau jenis yang dah berexperience, so kau pergi relationship dengan orang yang tak ready, memang akan jadi problem. Tapi dia jadi problem kalau dia orang tak nak belajar. Dia orang tak sudi belajar, dia orang tak sudi mendengar, dia orang tak sudi lalui semua kesusahan, semua keperitan nak hidup bersama yang tersayang kan. Sebab ada banyak cabaran kan, dari segi kewangan, dari segi nak keluarga korang setuju, dari segi cabaran nak sampai ke pelamin, lepas pelamin pun ada cabaran, nanti dapat cabaran, nanti anak korang punya cabaran pun korang angkat juga. So bila keluarga korang dah tua, cabaran lagi. So cabaran tu memang sentiasa ada. Kalau dari segi pemahaman antara satu sama lain kan, it's like your compatibility. I feel like personally for me, kalau dia compatible, bagus. Kalau dia ngam, bagus. Kalau dia tak ngam, so korang tak nak, korang ego dua-dua, mampus. You know? That's all I'm gonna say. Like kalau korang nak tunggu nak jumpa orang yang dia dah ready, dia dah semua ni kan, agak susah lah. Agak susah. Hello GM, how you doing today? Welcome to stream. Okay. So I'm gonna go a bit slow on chat, by the way. I might be slow on this. Can I ask? Yeah, what's up, man? Okay, now let's see a question from TikTok. Let's see. Oh, Shinomiya did ask me something. Kalau Ren masuk final, who will you lock to kill? I don't know. I don't really have anyone particular. Let's see. Kylo said faham satu sama lain maybe. That's an advice, which I do agree. Have you watched Sanda? No, I don't know. Don't spam, by the way. Let's see. Let's see. I don't know, like I do agree as advice and sebagai satu suggested advice and you have to understand each other. But you also have to know that dia agak susah untuk korang faham satu sama lain sebab in the end kadang-kadang kita sebagai manusia kita ada benda-benda pelik yang kita buat kan. Benda-benda pelik yang kita buat, benda-benda pelik yang kita buat tanpa sedar. Tu satu juga. Satu benda tu adalah satu tu kau sedar tapi tak tahu lah, mungkin it's one of your weird things that you do kan. So kena bawa bincang and communication kan. As always, communication is always key. So yang okay, Lin kata learn to know each other's love languages. True. That will help a lot. That will help a lot. Hello Yuzura, how you doing? Thank you for the heart me. Learning each other's like love languages. There's like 5 love languages, right? There's physical touch, act of service, gifts, quality time. What's the last one again? I always forget the last one. Freaking hell. What was it? Wait. Physical touch, quality time, acts of service, gifting. What's the last one? Does anyone remember? Oh, what is that affirmation? There you go. Wow, the things that I keep getting, the one that I forget. Wow. Anyway, but yeah. Identifying or like talking with your significant other and bercakap dengan korang punya pasangan, tahu pasal 5 benda love language ni kan. I think pada orang yang tak berapa faham bahasa Melayu lah kan, I guess to translate, dia ada 5 what's love language in Malay? Percakapan cinta. Bahasa cinta. Dia ada 5 bahasa cinta. Nombor 5. Sentuhan fizikal. Nombor 2. Nombor 2. Memberi hadiah. Nombor 3. Masa yang berkualiti. Nombor 4. Kata-kata affirmation. Affirmation bahasa Melayu apa tu? Kata-kata bersemangat. Nombor terakhir acts of service. Act bukan berlakon tapi service apa ni? I cannot even translate act of service. Damn. Berlakon servis. Tindakan yang memberi servis. Kata-kata konfirmasi lah boleh lah tu. Gaya layanan, I guess so. No, it's not gaya layanan really. It's more to okay, let me describe. Let me cook. Okay, nombor 1 tadi, sentuhan fizikal. Sentuhan fizikal tu orang yang suka how to say, orang yang suka sentuhan fizikal daripada pasangan dia lah. Dari pegang tangan, pegang pipi, benda lain jangan bagi tahu sebab malangnya. You know like berpelukan. Untuk orang Islam kena kahwin kan. Betul. Tak haram. But yeah, those kind of things. And orang yang suka macam tu, janganlah jaga. No man, oh man. So yang kedua, kena kahwin. Ya, kepada orang Islam kena kahwin dulu ya. Yang kedua, masa quality, spending quality time kan. Bermaksud korang tak perlu buat apa-apa. Kau dengan pasangan kau kan. Korang dengan pasangan korang hanya, bukan berbelanja, menghabiskan masa bersama-sama, I guess. Tak kira dah korang buat hobi korang ke, duduk dalam bilik diam-diam baca buku ke, tak kira lah. Kan? Asalkan korang ada bersama-sama. Spending quality time. Berempat. What the fuck? Ketiga, kata-kata konfirmasi, affirmations. Konfirmasi tu bukan affirmation lah. Kata-kata semangat. Adalah pasangan-pasangan ataupun orang-orang yang suka diberitahu yang diorang buat benda yang betul ataupun diorang tengah berusaha dan kita nampak dia berusaha. Kata-kata pujian. I guess so, yeah. Contohnya, example lah kan. Contohnya, kita ambil example lah. Alia dengan siapa? Alia dengan Kak Ain lah, contoh lah. Walaupun pelik kan, Alia dengan Kak Ain. But assume lah Alia ni lelaki, yang Kak Ain tu perempuan kan. So Kak Ain setiap hari bertengkus lumus pergi kerja dekat Shopee customer service kan. So kena tengking and all this kan. So balik rumah Alia pun puji macam, "Weh, kerja keras kau hari ni sayang. Terima kasih kerana kau mencari rezeki untuk rumah tangga kita. Dan saya harap mereka melayan kamu lebih bagus daripada semalam. Saya amat menghargai kerja kamu hari ini sayang." Red is cooking. Ya, betul. Ya, kata-kata macam tu. Ataupun kata-kata, it could be simple. It could be like, terima kasih kerana masak malam ni. Terima kasih. Just terima kasih ataupun saya menghargai. That kind of thing. Kata-kata menghargai lah. Kan? Ataupun kalau contohnya macam dia melukis kan, cantik lukisan awak. Saya rasa awak lukis dengan amat handal, word of acknowledgement. Ya, appreciation, betul. Kau tanya husband kau. Kan? Yang nombor 3, gifting kan. Macam memberi hadiah tu, kita faham lah kan. Ada setengah orang dia lebih suka kalau diberi hadiah kan. Tak kira lah hadiah apa-apa kan. Asal kau tahu lah orang tu nak apa. Yang keempat, kita pun cakap lagi. Kelima. So we did physical touch, we did word affirmation, acts of service. Acts of service, berlakon servis. Gaya layanan lah, I guess, like what Lynn said, gaya layanan lah kan. So acts of service ni, dia bila kau layan pasangan kan, dengan cara yang diorang suka. Contohnya macam, you don't even have to, kau tak payah suruh pasangan buat air kan. Dah masuk dalam rumah je ada air itu kan. Dia bertindak sebelum ditanya ataupun bertindak apabila ditanya kan. Sebab ada orang pun dia malas kan. Bila orang suruh, boleh tak awak buang sampah? So dia macam, nantilah, tak nak buat lah, besok lah kan. So it's not even that you do it before you are being told. Itu lain. Itu namanya telepati. Itu boleh baca minda kan. Ataupun habit lah kan. Just want to say kan, acts of service ni dia bukan dia tak payah minta, dia dah buat. Dia macam bila ada apa-apa yang perlu dia buat, baru betul. Sebab banyak benda yang kau tak tahu apa orang tu fikir. Like you don't know what they thinking. And walaupun dah 10 tahun, mungkin 80% kau tahu apa yang dia nak. But it's still nice to ask sometimes, It's better if you can do it without them asking. Tapi kalau ada orang suruh, kan, baguslah. Lampu rosak tak payah kena jerit auto tukar. Ya. Faham, kena catat ni. Walaupun kena catat pula. But yeah, I think that's all right. As always, quality time, word of affirmation, physical, give. Yeah, kita dah sentuh semua. But yeah, just kenal pasti semua 5 ni, and then kalau pasangan korang tak tahu pasal benda ni, terangkanlah pasal benda ni kan. Mungkin diorang tak tahu konsep dia, tapi secara halusnya, secara dalam kan, dalam hati diorang tahu apa yang diorang nak kan. Cuma tak nak minta ke apa. Hello Minkis, bye bye Kylo, terima kasih lepak kita. But yeah, it's very important to communicate and get to know. I think someone asked me what's mine kan. I think for me, it's words of affirmation is yes. Physical touch also yes. I think I'm okay with most of them. But I don't like in terms of like quality time. I would say out of all of them, quality time is probably the last of it because I don't like bothering people. Like in my head, I wouldn't how to say ask for it much, you know. I don't know, maybe because like I am a pessimist. Not really a pessimist. Like I grew up thinking I am kind of like unlovable, right? So it's also thanks to like my wonderful partner to be able to say that now I believe that yeah, I do deserve to be loved, right? Because back then I always felt like who the fuck would love me, man? You know, who the hell? Why? And so yeah. Hello Orion, your beauty model looks so good. Thank you. I don't have horns, by the way. The horns is just like for Halloween. Let's see. Let me go back to the chat. Trust and like, not much jealousy. And okay, Pip said both give effort. That is true. I think in dalam relationship, dua-dua kena kasih effort untuk ensure relationship tu berjaya. Tapi I think a lot of for me at least the famous idea is that semua kena kasih 50-50. Lelaki kena kasih 50, perempuan kena kasih 50. And dua-dua kena kasih 50-50. Baru ngaman, baru bagus kan. But honestly, I feel like in a relationship, especially a good one at least, it's not about you guys giving enough. It's more about you guys one-upping each other. You know? Kalau contoh hari ni boyfriend kau atau girlfriend kau buat 60, 70, 80, and then kau rasa macam kata buat banyak, besok kau try lebih kan. Because some days it's like energy consumption tau. Some days kan, ada hari engkau punya energy boleh kasih 20 je. Ada setengah hari kau boleh kasih kosong kan. Kenapa aku punya hello, bangun balik, cengkerit. Okay dah ada. Okay dah. sorry, cengkerit aku tidur tadi. Ada hari yang kau kosong, ada hari yang kau 100. Sama juga dengan kau punya boyfriend, ada boyfriend atau girlfriend kan. Ada hari kau kosong, ada hari kau 100. Kan? So some days, you have to pick up what the other people, what your partner can provide. Kan? Dan kadang-kadang kau kena faham, korang dua ada hidup berbeza. Hidup ni bukan korang dua je kan. Bukan dia nak pay attention to you je. Dia ada keluarga, dia ada kerja, dia ada kawan, dia ada kerjaya, ada hidup. Kan? Semua benda ni ada tenaga juga. Kan? Ada setengah hari kerja dia kena angkat 80. So dia tinggal 20 je. Takkan nak kasih kan. Takkan tak nak kasih. Mesti dia kasih kat kau kan. So macam mana? Tak cukup. So kau complain, oh tak cukup. Mana lagi 40? So yeah, I don't know, like to me it's unrealistic at least to always expect 50%. And I don't know. I just shut down laptop, maybe sambung esok. Alright. See ya Haruru. Sleep well. Also, it's almost like 2 hours. I guess I'll stop soon. Yeah. But yeah, that's all. At least like Pip's statement is still true. You both need to give effort, but I just hope you understand that some days you might need to give more, some days you might need to get left. Some days you might receive more. You know. Ha, ba, 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 ba. It's trial and error. That's true. And sometimes the error leads to a crash. True. But the beautiful thing about if you are in a relationship, like a true relationship, then sometimes, of course, like the risk you take will be double now because you're in a relationship with someone. Sebab hal diorang pun hal kau. Hal kau, hal diorang. Kan? Fair lah kan? Tapi, bila benda tu jahannam kan? Contoh kata, at least you're not alone. You have someone to go through. Weh, tak ada spaghetti cheese ke? Spaghetti cheese? Tak ada tu. Ada wild spaghetti je tu. Oh wait, you came from my mac and cheese TikTok. Sorry. I was like, sebab kita tengah cakap pasal spaghetti tadi. Kau macam otak aku lost je. Let me see. Ni catch up. Hello Mira, do big love. Big love? What is that? Hello Carrie. Oh, thank you for the new gift. Ingat ada beg kuning betul-betul tadi. Itulah kan macam, weh, beg kuning aku betul-betul keluar ke tau? Damn. Let's see. Najwa said, I seen a friend of mine. She coupled with a guy with no sense of privacy. She can't even run to me because that guy is jealous of my friend's friend and keep on threatening her with his suicide. Yeah, those type of people. I think I've seen a few types that this is the type of people that I would think what Alia said would be more correct. Like they're not ready for a relationship kind of thing. But it's not because they have no experience or anything. It's because they're stuck with their trauma, and whatever that they do will always resolve around their needs. They become self-centered. I've seen several of this. I don't know, like pada saya, pendapat saya lah kan, pendapat saya. Ada orang dia lalui satu relationship tau. Relationship tu toxic. Mula-mulanya dia tak toxic tau. Mula-mulanya dia tak depressed. Dia sebenarnya happy. Tapi sebab dia kasih 100% kepada pasangan tu pula piece of shit kan. So dia daripada happy dia jadi sedih. Kan? Lepas tu dia tak ambil masa untuk neutralkan dia balik, pergi terapi, process the emotions, understand what happened wasn't your fault and all these things kan. Tahu dia kena gaslit ke apa kan. So dia masuk relationship seterusnya. So bila dia dah berdarah kan, bila dia dah tercedera dengan relationship pertama, dia masuk relationship kedua ni, darah dia melimpah. Sebab cedera dia tak their wound is not recovered yet. So now you're bleeding all over the new one. And so that's just like the easiest metaphor to put it lah. Bayangkan relationship yang korang lalui tu kan, macam contoh gaslit ke apa tu, satu luka kan. Luka tu tak heal lagi. Korang tak pergi terapi, korang tak tutup kan. So dia continue berdarah sampai ke next relationship berdarah. So kau tak solve lagi. Next relationship berdarah juga. Kan? Tidurlah range ni. Saya juga range ni kena. Damn. Isn't it called rebound? I mean, it's not really rebound. Rebound is just like after the relationship, you use someone else to get over your previous relationship. This toxic cycle that I'm talking about, yang macam kau tak tutup buku kau tu kan. What I'm talking about is what am I call it? Dia macam bila kau dah lalui satu relationship yang toxic kan. Lepas tu kau tak hadam apa yang terjadi tu, kadang-kadang salah kau tapi kemungkinan besar banyak tu salah dia. Lepas tu dia salahkan kau. Kan? Benda macam tu jadi. It's understandable. Tapi apa yang kau perlu buat, first thing is If you can, go to therapy. Go through it with someone that is professional. And look at what's wrong with you or what is troubling you, and then benda-benda macam ni selalu akan timbulkan masalah dari segi insecurity, dari segi confidence and all that kan. So bila kau dah faham, kau dah slowly recover and luka tu dah jadi parut. So when you go to your next relationship kan, trauma-trauma kau tu, insecurity semua tu, dia takkan menghalang kau dari membina satu relationship yang bagus. Sebab kalau kau ada trauma semua ni, dia akan affect kau punya communication. Dia akan affect kau punya cara layan orang. Kau akan affect banyak benda tanpa kau sedar. You know, like I said, you got cut by your last relationship. You didn't patch it up. You're gonna bleed everywhere. You know. Why is the screen's chat double? What do you mean, Caddy? The screen chat is double. What do you mean? One of them is my chat. You can theoretically you can close the other chat if you want. Let me teach you something on TikTok. To the people on TikTok, if you slide the chat to the left, you can actually close the TikTok chat, and you can see the chat that I put in. Was it left? I think so. You can try it now. Try sliding the chat to the left. Like hold it and then go to the left. Yeah. So now you can see my chat. The reason why I put my chat is because it's everyone, because I'm streaming on multiple platforms. You know, so the people on other platforms can also be seen here. Let's see. What the fuck, Pip? When banyak-banyak money, I'm always ready. Pip Gold Digger number 1. Pula dah. Let's see. Let me continue going down. I'm going down through YouTube chat. Totally love talk with your pakai cinta Dr. Lunch. Give the cengkerik their salary. Sikit lagi nak siap pre-lab. Wow. I feel so bad for my friend because she even said she's too afraid to being in another relationship because of that guy. Yeah, that's a very complicated situation to be in. But something that you have to come to terms with is that whatever happens, it's not her fault. You're not born to be in charge of another person's life. No matter how much memories you have with them, no matter what they say to you, no matter anything really. Bukan responsibility kau untuk teruskan kehidupan orang lain. Kan? Kau bayangkan kan? Aku rasa dari segi responsibility, lagi banyak responsibility yang diletakkan atas kau untuk hidup kehidupan kau dengan bahagia, dengan cara yang kau nak. Sebab itu apa mak kau nak, bapa kau nak, keluarga kau nak, most of the time. So kenapa sekarang kau kau kena fikirkan pasal anak orang lain? Tahulah hidup dia not the best. Mungkin hidup dia paling celaka pun, it's still his life. He needs to do something about it. Or they need to do something about it. Not rely on you. Not rely on, your happiness. Because if you continue sacrificing your life and they continue making you feel bad, and at the end of the day, and they can just choose to just leave you, and then what else? You wasted like 10 years of your life trying to help someone, and then they just leave you. It's a very cutthroat thing to say, but in the end, engkau ada kau je. Keluarga pun kadang-kadang diorang akan belah. Kan? Kawan pun lagi senang belah. Apatah lagi boyfriend kau. Semua. Kalau keluarga pun boleh belah, boyfriend kau lagi boleh belah. Go for it, go. You have yourself. Invest in yourself. That's the most best stock you can invest in, I would say. Also, it's not your job to fix. Yeah. It's a lesson that I have to learn. Fun fact. From a young age, I think I've been through several relationships, friendships, and also relationships that I was always the fixer. Because that was the way that I found meaning in life. That's the way that makes me feel valued. Because I fix things. I help people. You could say like in a people pleaser way, right? Whenever I help people, and then they say, "Oh, thank you, though," and it makes me happy because it makes me feel like I have a reason to be alive, is to help people, right? But along the years, doesn't matter if I help them survive. Doesn't matter if I help them, go through their life or whatever. They will still forget you most of the time. Because when life happens, when family happens, when they have a relationship, when they get married, you're not important. You're not the priority. And all that time that you invest in them, no matter what, and it kind of seems like, I'm not saying it's not worth it. It's always worth it to help someone. But sometimes it doesn't go up to your expectation, you know? And I'm not saying you should help someone with the idea of you getting help back or you getting something back. Well, what I'm saying is that you can help someone from the brink of unaliving themselves back to living. But when they live their life, they live their life. You know, they don't give you 100% of their attention and everything. And you should be fine with that. But what I struggled with last time is that, you know, as a kid, like 15-year-old to like 18-year-old and all that, right? I would appreciate like the attention they gave me and all that. And how to say, when I help them and then they find their own way in life, they left me alone because I don't want to bother them. And I'm not really the type to beg and all that, right? Because I know some people would beg for someone to stay in their life and whatever. For me, if they go, they go. But they did left me alone. For quite a few years, right? So that's where, you know, I just wanted to invest in me. I wanted to build my own thing. If people want to stay, they stay. If people want to go, they go. I can't do anything. I love you, VTuber. Yeah, thank you. Eternal Joy. How are you doing today? Thank you for the gift, by the memory. Oh, slide the screen to the right to hide chat. Yep. Do we streaming? I'm try streaming actually, Katie. Nak tidur tapi tak boleh tidur. Slow lah tu. Do you think Anne Frank a real fanboy? I don't think about anything. I don't even know who Anne Frank is. Tapi kalau macam tu, dia macam tak elok tau. It's not that good to keep on being the people pleaser. Exactly. It's not good to be the people pleaser. That's why I said this is a lesson that I learned growing up. Nowadays, you know, I just help people, but it's whenever they ask me. I don't feel like it's my obligation to help people. I don't feel like it's my way of saying like, oh, now I'm worth being here. Right? I still do it. Don't get me wrong. Tapi I feel like I would like to feel that I'm less of a people pleaser now. You know? Hey Malaysian. You betul. Say Malaysia. Welcome to Stream Umera. Wait, I got a tangent to go on. Sorry if it's random, but is it weird that sometimes then I feel kind of tilted when people keep saying, "Wait, VTuber Malay though." Wait, VTuber Melayu though. And I need to keep reminding them, I'm not a Malay VTuber, I'm not a Melayu VTuber, man, I'm a Malaysian VTuber. Is it bad? Am I Malaysian sis? I don't know. Wait, Melayu though? And I'm like, I'm not Melayu, bro. I'm Siamese. You know. And then like it's worse when they double down now. When I say like, oh, I'm just a Malaysian. No, aku Malaysian VTuber kan. Nanti dia orang kata, sama je Melayu VTuber lah tu. Macam kepala hot. Dia pelik kan. Tahan je. Kalau dalam otak aku macam kepala otak engkau. Boleh dengar apa. Anyway. Sama bangsa. You're also Siamese, Nur Afifah. I think it's normal to feel agitated. I wouldn't say agitated. It's more like, I don't know, just why? Just annoyed at it. Nothing against you though, Umaira. You said Malaysians, it's fine. Tapi itulah, ada orang dia macam, weh, Melayu, VTuber, aku bukan Melayu. Kau tanya husband kau. Kau tanya husband kau. Jangan sebelah aku tanya husband kau. You know. It's fine. Like orang baru tak apa. Normally I don't mind. I'll do better. No, you didn't do anything wrong, Umaira. You said Malaysian. Ni I'm saying about like people. Ada setengah orang masuk-masuk macam tu. Kena tampal certificate ke apa. Tampal IC ada tulis Siamese bawah tu. That's kind of trippy. Do it again. No. Nanti boleh tampal stiker. I'm not Malay lah. Apa beza Melayu, Malaysian VTuber? Okay. Melayu is a race. Melayu tu kaum. Faham? Kaum tu macam Cina, India, Melayu. Kan? And then ada Siamese, ada Dusun, ada Iban. Kan? Tu kaum. Is Iban dan Dusun kaum? Suku kaum. Tu suku kaum kan? Bukan eh? Might be wrong. Don't quote me on this. Okay. So again, Melayu tu kaum. India, Melayu, Cina. Basic dia. Malaysia tu negara. Malaysia tu negara. Melayu tu kaum. You never hear, I'm from Melayu. Kau pernah dengar ke? Ada orang kata, hello guys, saya Datuk Lee Chong Wei. Saya main untuk negara Melayu. Kau pernah dengar ke? Tak ada. Dia orang kata, saya main untuk negara Malaysia. Betul tak? Bahkan Siamese ni hidung gelap-gelap pakai stocking dan glove hitam ni. What the hell? Welcome back, Bobby. Welcome back, Bobby. But yeah. Bukan nak cakap apa. Saya lahir dekat Melayu. Tanah Melaya. Damn. Goddamn. Tanah Melaya kan. Babi. Dalam konteks sejarah. Ya. Paling pun kau nak kata Tanah Melaya tu. But I don't know. I don't want to go into the all political things. Like, cause some people, I don't particularly like this talk because it's very controversial kan. Orang-orang, to be honest, I'm also Bumi Putra. Tapi ada orang setengah, kebanyakan, bukan setengah lah, lebih dari setengah lah. Bumi Putra people, they always like to say, korang ni duduk je kat tanah kita, you know, that kind of thing. And all that bullshit. I don't know, man. Thinking about how Malaysia is, it's like kind of sad. Sad. Sebab potensi kita sebagai satu negara tinggi tau. Tinggi gila babi tau. Tapi dia diturunkan darjat potensi tu sebab pergaduhan macam ni lah. Imagine in the big 2025, kita bukan gaduh dengan orang lain, gaduh sesama sendiri. Tak ada. Let's see. Hello Finn, good morning. Good morning. Cinta akan negara. Betul itu. Random. Yeah, Malaysia dulu saya berbeli nombor 1 kot. Yeah. I don't know, man. I just woke up, joined, and the first thing I'm hearing off is patriotism. No, it all began because someone said they didn't understand what was the difference between Melayu and Malaysia. It's like saying there's no difference between like China and China. Itu pun satu benda konsep yang ada ramai tak faham tau. Actually, now I think about it. Orang yang okay lah, I'm not gonna generalize everything lah, but kebanyakan orang bila dia macam tengah gaduh apa kan dengan orang yang kaum Cina kan, kau balik Cina lah. What do you mean? They're Chinese. They're Malaysian Chinese. They're from Malaysia. They're not, just because they're Chinese doesn't mean they're from China. What the hell? Sama. Sama je. Just because they're Chinese doesn't mean they're from China. So what you gonna say next? Gaduh dengan orang India balik India. Just because they're Indian doesn't mean they're from India. Aduh, pening lah. In the end, kau makan hidup lahir pun kat sini doh. Ni tanah tumpahnya darah kau dalam negara kan. Kau nyanyi hidup sehari. This is the place you got brought up with. I don't know, man. Some people are weird. Tanang gaduh-gaduh. But, I understand the reason why they gaduh and all that. That's why it's complicated. But it's just a situation that is quite hopeless. Because nobody wants to give up their sides, right? Everyone wants their side to win. And we already lost the moment we're picking sides. We already lost the moment people can manipulate us through picking sides, Komen kita duk masuk. Kadang-kadang TikTok dia filter. Saya tak boleh buat apa pasal tu. Sorry. Mr. Henderson Brand, tak tahulah. Saya tak tahu tu. But yeah, welcome to stream, Juju. I love that kind of response. I don't know. Suddenly you feel like standing up and singing negaraku. Silakan. But yeah. I don't know, man. Let's not talk about like the political shit. Like, at the end of the day, it's very complicated. It's a very complicated situation. And as much as I want to believe in all of us as a country, I don't know lah. Banyak orang yang jual ikan. Jual ikan? Selfish. Kalau macam tu nak tukar pergi YouTube lah. Tapi macam malas lah. Kenapa? Oh yeah, sebab TikTok ni When nice design yang avatar. Terima kasih. Tapi side note. Avatar saya tak ada tanduk tau. Untuk Halloween je ada tanduk. Ni tanduk beli daripada jalan-jalan Jepun. Nak ikan tali pias tu. Lancau. Jual ikan. Dia selfish. Kalau dia selfish salmon pun tak apa. Ni selfish busuk aman. JJJ pun mahal loh. I never actually been to JJJ. It's just that I have a friend that she always likes to go JJJ, and she would like take pictures and show on OTD, and it always looks like very nice. Pergi JJJ. You know what? We should bring Lucky to JJJ one day. What is JJJ? JJJ is an acronym for Jalan-Jalan Jepun. Jalan-Jalan Jepun is a shop, kind of like a thrift shop, kedai bandel. Dia jual pakaian-pakaian yang agak cantik, agak trending. Dan harga pun boleh lah. Raya makan apa tu? Makan spaghetti instant yang boleh dibeli dekat TikTok bernama Wow Spaghetti. Belilah gunakan beg kuning depan. Tak ada lawak-lawak. Barbie cakap sebab opinion dia orang semua kecil-kecil, nak bawa topik politik je memang tak boleh cakap apa-apa. Yeah, that's why. I don't know. Macam pernah beli je? Ya, beli. Sedap. Affiliate rent when? Aku tunggu nanti aku buka. Aku buka beg kuning lah. Mampu. Kalau ambil yang dia pamerkan tu mahal. How did you die with Cripple Pet Ren? Itu saya telah bincangkan awal tadi. I hope you guys wait for the final episodes from the finalists. Whoever uploads it, you go watch it. I'm not going to tell who, but you will get a conclusion from one of them. Secara halus ni aku promote semua orang tu. Bijak dah aku. Damn. Bukan boleh promote makanan, promote video orang juga. Hire me, man. No spoilers. Yeah. Kit tapak Ren exclusive win. What the hell? Bawa lelaki kasih makan angin gitu. Yeah. But I need to earn money enough to go visit her first. See. Ren jadi chef nanti. Pula dah. But I like cooking though. I like cooking. You know what? I haven't cooked in a while. I haven't cooked steak in a while. Steak. I've been cooking just what chili palmi, instant spaghetti. Nasi goreng pun dah lama tu kan. Cook for me. What do you mean? Cook lah sendiri. Kau tanya husband kau. Kesuruh husband kau. Suruh husband kau buat. Don't go near Gordon Ramsay. Damn. What am I? Tak habis lagi spaghetti. Ada lagi 50% ni tak sentuh lagi. When I'm streaming kan, I always have this thing where I can't be quiet too long. I think I've been conditioned. You know? Nak pindah YouTube tapi macam malas. Should I? Duduk je lah itu. I know. Maybe because like I've been doing it for a while, so I get used to it. Like, I'm always like thinking about random things, right? It's like look at chat, and think about what to say. Think if it's okay to say. You know. I think a lot of people also need to do that, right? Ada orang yang macam tak ada filter. Timbulkan topik. What anime do you watch? I haven't been watching much anime these days. For me, the most recent one I watched was... There's this anime that is quite interesting. I only watched episode 1. I don't remember what anime it was, but it involves a princess that is married to a noble, which is the prince of the country, and the first episode, she punched everyone. Hello, Aisha. Hello, Spring. Fun fact, don't let me near an oven. Why? What did you do with the oven? Like Uncle Roger said, so random. So random. The fuck? Jom tengok To Be Hero X. Oh yeah, To Be Hero X also dah habis kan? May I ask you one last thing? I think so. I'm not sure. Have you seen the new game Dispatch? Oh, I did. I actually played the demo. The white hair girl? Yeah, exactly. Marry the prince, punch everyone. Yes. No, okay, so the backstory without spoiling too much. She has a tendency to punch people since she was a kid because she's essentially jalan cerita dia macam dia banyak stres sebagai budak sebab dilatihkan jadi the perfect princess kan. Ataupun the perfect orang noble kan. So dia ada satu pergaduhan dengan budak ni. So dia pukul budak tu kan. So dia macam best tu pukul orang tu. Best tu whoa. And then she like quietly got used to it and all that. But she still became a proper person. So she's always controlling the urge to punch the shit out of everyone. And then the prince yang she was dinikahkan or she was fiancé to or engaged to what the fuck she got, right? The prince is a piece of shit. Like the prince just, I don't know, he just pisses everyone off, right? there's two princes. There's the prince number 1 and then prince number 2. She's engaged to prince number 2, the piece of shit. And then years travel, blah 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 blah, right? And then in a official event or something, the second prince, her fiance, suddenly say, "Oh, I'm gonna get married to this normal woman because this normal woman is nice to me." Blah blah blah. And then, the main character is a shitty person and she hates me. Blah 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 blah. She's useless. Blah blah. And then like our main character be like, "Okay, can I say one last word to you? Whatever." And then she went and punched the girl. She essentially punched everyone in the hall, even the prince. Like she's very good at punching. If you can imagine like a fighter, that's what she is. Let's see. The white hair girl, yeah. Kuruku no Basket dah tengok ke? Dah tengok dah. Sampai habis dah. May I ask you one last thing? Yeah. Go watch the anime. May I ask you one last thing? But yeah, about your question, Pip. I did play Dispatch demo. I know that Dispatch recently came out, but it's a expensive game, I think, so probably gonna pass. I don't know. There is a horror demo game that I want to play. Maybe I'll play it tomorrow, maybe on Tuesday. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure if I'm okay enough to make a schedule, because me, I always struggle making schedule. Ha. Selalu schedule tak cukup. So, I don't know. Welcome back, Akira. In the name of family, support that princess. What the hell? Even Luca wanna see? Yeah. Fun fact, tomorrow you have an exam. Go to sleep then, Kati. Why are you still here? Web novels are so fun. I like Lords of the Mysteries and Reverend Insanity. I guess so. I used to have, there's this weird thing. I've always liked reading novels. As a kid, going through sekolah menengah, and even rendah kadang-kadang, I think. Like going through middle and elementary school. How to say? I have this habit where before I go to school, while I'm showering, I would read novels while I'm showering. That's why I take a long time showering. Because like I used to read this novel where it would update every day in the morning. So while I'm showering, I'm like quickly reading through it. That's why I read very fast. Because like I just like glance through and just read. Tak basa ke? It's a shower head, so it goes down, and I hold my phone at like in front of me, so I just like scroll. Best pula orang sini. Pala dah. Yang buku ke yang online? Yang online. On phone. Like, to give you like an idea of how long I've been reading that, I think I've read it for like 4 or 5 years straight. Like this one novel. And it was from beginning to end. Sampai habis, I read it. I think it was called Dulo Talu. Dulo Talu, I think. What is it in English? Let me give me a second. What is it in English? Dulo Talu. There's like 4 fucking series of this, by the way. Dulo Continent is what is a Chinese. Yeah, I like reading wuxia novels. They made a show. What the fuck? Ew. Sorry. In the beginning or the end? Yeah, I read that too. But the thing is that I think I stopped after a while. I read King's Avatar, Dulo Talu 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 even. I've read I actually read a lot of things. I don't remember the things, but if you give me a synopsis of like the story, I will probably remember it. Did you ever read the author of Kafka? He's very popular. I've heard of Kafka, but I haven't read anything or know the author, unfortunately. But the thing about like wuxia novels, right? Chinese novel or like martial arts novel, right? Usually you call them wuxia. You know, WUXIA, wuxia, right? The story progression is always kind of similar. You start off, the main character is pitiful as shit. Be it like they got transgressed, regressed, transported, all that bullshit, right? Or thank you for follow, Azui. Or they were born with like a crippled potential, and then they got suddenly given like a system, be it like they got given devil powers or a gaming system or something like, right? And you have to like slowly progress. And then the usual progression, they suddenly become powerful very fast. They go through the first world, and then suddenly when they're the most OP of that world, they go to the next world. They usually have like unknown parents or motive that they have linked to the next world. Then they go to the next world, the next world, the next world, the next world. It's always the same. It's always the damn same, right? And it's like when they go to the next world, or when they're starting from like the lowest stage again, it's always like, "Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am. Don't you know that I'm the son of like the king or whatever? Fuck! Don't offend me, or I'll slap your face." And then our MC slap his face, and then like as all this bullshit happen, and blah 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 blah, and then he makes another friend, Same. But I just like reading them. I don't know. TGCF, my friend reads it. The animation of the beginning of the end. Yeah, that's sad. Just go read the manga if you like the beginning of the end. What's TGCF again? Hello, Sui. How you doing today? Heaven's official blessing. Why is it called TGCF? Tianguan Jifu. Oh, it's the BL one. I think this one. Mira likes watching it. I know a bit of it in the beginning, but I haven't watched until the end. But I know it's very famous. Hello, Hanaji. Are you gonna be at CF25? I don't think so. No, sadly. Bum bum bum. There you go. But hopefully you guys have a fun time at CF though. I don't really go to events nowadays unless like I'm moving there or something, or like if I'm doing something there. I don't know. MDZS is your favorite. Mudao Zushi. That looks familiar. Let me go see. That looks familiar to me. Oh no, Mudao Sushi is the one that I think both of them Mira likes watching. She's more into these things. But the one that I watch is that Mira was watching is this thing, Mudao Zushi. Solo leveling, solo newbie, then other lagi memang best. I guess so. Hello Belle, how you doing today, Belle? Kira aku satu saya off. Okay, kata awak kata Thank you for follow by Azui, if I didn't mention you. You have 2 books of the TGCF novel? I haven't owned any books. Usually I just read it online. Okay, actually let me check my phone pretty quickly. Right? My model's gonna be shut down, but let me check my phone pretty quickly. Of like what I've been reading. It's not as bad nowadays. I used to have like 50 tabs open on my phone. Okay, alright. So in terms of novel that I'm just waiting for them to update. Not novel, manga. I'm reading something called I Parry Everything. There's also an anime for that. So it's called I Parry Everything. It's pretty cool. I like that. There's one called Overlord of Insects, but that's like a general, wuxia kind of novel, kind of manga. It's like the guy collecting waifus. The anime is good, no ecchi. Yeah. But the MC is kind of an idiot, so it's a bit of a hard read if you're, annoyed by that. Oh yeah, you know what manga you should read, guys? Go read The Estate Developer, the world's best estate developer. You have to read that. That is insanely good. Mira reads MDZS. Okay, I'm gonna give her Lansan and Wei Yan stickers to her. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, she reads it. Mangalone is a couple mess. Wait, let me confirm. Well, best estate developer. Oh no, it's called The Greatest Estate Developer. Lloyd. Yeah, Lloyd. It is such a fucking banger, man. The crazy guy. Yes. Go and read The Greatest Estate Developer. It just finished recently. Go and read it. Finish it in one day. Like, it is unlike most other. It is like a breath of fresh air, right? So the reason why it's such a good story is because, I don't know, like the dynamics of the character, you actually give a shit about the characters, the situation that they put in, the things that they do, the involvement of how much they build the world, how much the MC influences the world, how the other character actually, gives a shit about the character for a reason, right? Everything's not forced. Everything makes sense, at least for me. And it's always funny. It's funny. It's sad when it needs to be. It's a lot of actions when it needs to be. And yeah, I don't know. It's a fun ride. It's a fun roller coaster ride. You're waiting for the official English translation on the webtoon to catch up. I see. But yeah, that is a must read, guys. Trust me. Go and read it. Another one that is like kind of how to say stuck in update realm is there's a manga called I Was Just Having Fun with the Time Limit. You should watch that one too. That one's also very good. It's about the synopsis would be it's about a kid that was very sick since the beginning of her life. She's always been hospitalized. She even graduated from degree from the hospital bed, and then she died, and then she got transported to another world, and then she became the princess, but the princess is cursed. She can only live to 21 years old. I think people that like handsome guys would love that manga because the dad is hot as shit, apparently. But I also love, like, for me, I don't mind if like it's a BL or something, as long as the story is interesting. As long as I can enjoy the story, I can enjoy the ride, right? I love her dad. It's so positive. I love her dad. Wait, do you read that one? Are we talking about the same dad? The dad's positive? The dad's a broody guy, man. wait, let me show you guys the dad. I don't think we're talking about the same dad. The dad is like a fucking fierce ass guy, man. He's like a military man. Terkejut aku kau kata dia happy man. What the fuck? Sekejap. I need to find a handsome looking picture. That one works, but is there a better one? Yeah, sure. This one works, I suppose. Okay. I'm gonna flash you guys, okay? Boom. I mean, it's not like die hard handsome, but he's okay handsome-ish. Betul lah. What do you mean he's happy? He's broody. He's broody all the time. Oh yeah, TikTok tak nampak. Jap. Sabar. Sabar kawan-kawan. Sabar. Okay, nah. Boleh nampak tak? Oh shit. Lain kali bagi depan muka. Sorry kawan-kawan. Saya ada 2 skrin. Jadi mengambil masa lebih untuk mengecilkannya. Iya. Iya. Add it to my batu group. Yeah, read it. It's very nice. Like the main protagonist is very smart. But also is the feels, man. Like the kid is so sad. The more sad the manga or novel I read, the better I like it. Because I like sad. I like pain. That's why I need healing. Lloyd. Yeah, the greatest developer, but also bad juga. I don't want to spoil much about like the time limit manga. I call it the time limit, right? But one line kind of like is very impactful, right? So remember I said like the protagonist can only live until 21 years old? She deadass looked at the eye of like the parents and also like the people that care for her. And then she said like, it's okay if I can only live to 21. That's like 21 years that I can enjoy. And as long as I can leave a mark in the world, I'm thankful, right? And then when people ask her, aren't you scared of dying? And she said like, yes, I'm scared of dying. But I think like this life is a gift, right? It's very nice. It's a webtoon called Who Made Me a Princess. Yeah, that one's also good. I also read that. I read the one. Who Made Me a Princess. It's also a good one. Her dad is a tsundere bear. Yes, exactly. Bapa is feeding adopted you. I mean, okay, when the story developed, yes. But at first, he was a bit of an asshole. He's kind of like the dad in the story is kind of like a misunderstood person. Depan orang dia kata lain tau, tapi dia sebenarnya nak buat benda lain. Like example kan, when okay, maybe the first one is like hard to debate if he's hard to say that he's not an asshole. Because when the baby got born and then in their kingdom, in their family, they only want guys because they are a combat family. They are a swordsman family, martial art family. So when the princess was born, he said, what a useless thing. Kau bayangkan, kau punya isteri keluarkan anak penat-penat. And then he just says, what a useless thing. What the fuck? Wait, speaking of like manga, right? Manhwa, right? I kind of want to, I've been saying this a lot, but I kind of want to do content where I voice act some of the scenes. There is an old one. Let me see if I can find it. Like one of my friends called Sachi. Like she wanted me to voice something. I think it was from a similar. I think Who Made Me a Princess also. So I was voice acting. Wait, is it Who Made Me a Princess? The dad was like the blonde guy, the blonde-haired guy, if I'm not mistaken. Good job, yours. Saya ingin mengingati. Yeah. So I voice acted as him. But this is long ago and I suck at voice acting back then. Let me go try and find it. Na 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 Elmo's World. Na 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 Elmo's World. Na 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 na. That's Elmo's World. Sorry. I don't know why that song is stuck in my head. What is this? Oh shit. Brutal Satsujin? Brutal Satsujin? What is that? There's so many blondes at this point. Should I also be a Should I also be a bronze? Bronze? A blonde? Hello Zafrazik, welcome to stream. Thank you for following. Harap anda okay. Selamat pagi, tengah hari dan malam. Oh, I found it. Yeah, Who Made Me a Princess? It was a Who Made Me a Princess. Aduh, wongo ah. Malu tau. I wish I really want to do it again because like I suck at like doing this at this time. Yeah. I do admit, like my friend sounded cute here, but she was practicing because she wanted to be better.
If you wanted that badly, I suppose I have no choice.
You mean?
I usually hate such noisy places. But
Yeah, like I think this is my friend doing the voice editing, so she didn't really do anything. She just added the voice in.
Really? So you will really dance with me? You will really be my escort too? I am so happy. No text back.
Yeah, the drawing's very nice.
You promise? Yeah.
Alright, see ya, Katie.
yes, I promise.
Macam tak ada semangat. I mean, technically, I still voice act the same way, to be honest. I don't know, like if I after reading it, I guess like it would still be the same vibe again. If you want it that badly, I suppose I have no choice. You know, like that kind of voice. Yes, that kind of voice.
If you wanted that badly, I suppose I have no choice.
I suppose. I usually hate such noisy places, but you know, Cloud memang macam tak ada semangat. Yeah, that's the thing. But like the way that I did it, macam there's no energy at all. You know. Yes, I promise. You know. Tadi dengan Elmo, now voice acting. No, this is an old thing. Like me and Sachi did this. I want to do that kind of thing more though, because I want to improve in my voice acting. If like okay, I need you guys' help also. Like, can you guys go and find those kind of characters, like these kind of characters? Because I feel like generally, I fit this kind of character more in voice acting. It's more in my range. I don't know. You can put in a suggestion in Discord if you're inside. Maybe I can start with like the time limit or who me princess again. Who knows? What's a popular shoujo anime these days? I like reading shoujo anime, by the way. Unironically. Let's see, what else do I read? Oh yeah, The Regress Mercenary is also a good one. Machination. Oh yeah, this is very recommend this one. You guys need to read this one. I will raise this family up. But it got dropped, so maybe not. I don't know. Kalahan Lombardi is quite a teammate that if I want to suggest. Kalahan Lombardi. Watch and read Romantic Killer. Romantic Killer. Why are they killing romance? Oh man. There's like three manga in my head that is from Korea. Why is your character sleeping? I'm looking at my phone. Trying to find the manga that I've been reading. Okay. There you go. It's back. I'm thinking in my head, right? There's like 3 Korean manga or manhwa, whatever. And they're kind of similar. Like they were very successful, and then, but they have a lot of regrets, and then they got regressed, and they used their knowledge to quote unquote like get the best out of their life. Like one, I remember, he was a top actor, and then he got regressed, and the instead of like waiting until he was old, then became actor and won an award or something. He started as a baby, acting, right? He became a child model, and then he became a child actor, and then blah 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 yada 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 all that, right? So imagine like a very veteran actor starting from baby again. That's a very nice one. I haven't read that one again. I forgot what the title was. Aquamarine Hoshino? Exactly. Similar story. Hmm. Hmm. Good silence. Sorry. Try my in-laws are obsessed with me. What's the story about? It's comedy shoujo. All right, I will. I really need to finish my spaghetti. If not, like it will become just hard at this point. I think someone was doing a lab report, right? Did you finish it? It's already 1. Hello, Nezuko. How are you doing? You have school tomorrow? Good luck. Superstar from birth. I think so. Thank you for helping me find it again. I'm good. How about you? I'm just eating leftovers of my food. But it has been almost 3 hours since I was drinking. Damn. But yeah, I think probably gonna end the stream here. It has been an eventful stream, to say the least. I see. Love you, Avatar. Thank you. Again, side note, I don't have the horns. This is just for Halloween's. Normally, I just I don't have the horns in my head. But yeah. Ow. Alright. Doing Weka stuff. Okay. Well, thank you guys for joining. I hope you guys had fun talking. And I don't know, maybe we'll talk more. Because it seems we have a lot to talk about. Hello, Chacha. Bye, Baron. Thank you for that. Thank you for lurking and also supporting. And let's see. I hope that all of you have a wonderful sleep tonight. I hope that you guys sleep well. That's one. Have a nice day tomorrow. That's 2. And and take care from everything that you will go through. Yes. Just when you already had a good night's sleep, but continue sleeping. Yeah. If you haven't subscribed, then I hope you guys subscribe. If you haven't followed, then follow. If you haven't checked out my recent song cover, you can go check that out. Or if you prefer a video, you can check out the skate video. I'm sorry I haven't managed to upload the Kiss Mary Kill video. I don't know, like it's particularly a bit harder for me to edit that video for some reason. Because I do my editing work for other people, and when it's supposed to be my turn, it's like I'm tired. Yeah. So yeah, are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Don't worry about me. So yeah, go check out everything. And I'll see you tomorrow, maybe. Oh wait, not tomorrow, probably. I'll see you on Tuesday, 9 p.m. Most probably. If I have extra energy, I'll make a schedule. Or if I have a plan, at least, right? I'll make a schedule. But if no, then it's gonna be another week of guerrilla streams or random streams. Hopefully, you guys are okay with that. You know. But again, I have like a horror game demo that I want to play. But that's the only like confirmed thing that I have in mind. I think Akira said something about Gartic and also meme review or something. Maybe. I'll try. Try to fit in as much as I can, because it is almost the end of like October, right? I feel like I didn't do anything much. But most probably, if I have energy, I probably will stream games or something in the afternoon or morning. Right? So yeah, see you. See you when I see you. Really, thank you. I appreciate every one of you being here, and I hope that we'll keep seeing each other. Hopefully. All right. First, we say bye-bye to TikTok. Bye-bye, TikTok. Thank you for being with us today. Bye-bye. Where is TikTok? What the fuck? Oh, there you go. Bye-bye. Next, we say bye-bye to YT. Bye-bye, YT. Bye-bye, YouTube people. Speaker surau. Kepala cik dengan speaker surau. Bye-bye.